Hello students, how are you all? Welcome back to the civics class. Today we are going to start chapter 2, which is the government. Learning objectives, functions of government, types of government, our role, organs of government, levels of the government. Let's warm up. Study the picture given below and answer the questions that follow. Identify the person in the center of the cartoon and mention the challenges surrounding him. What does the picture actually refer to? How did India avoid all these conflicts? Application skills. The most striking feature of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi address to the nation August 15, 2019 on the decision to scrap Article 370 and 35A was its temporal focus. The future. This served both to fill the narrative with hope and skirt the messy political discord preceding and accompanying the decision to remove Jammu and Kashmir's special status. He also held out the promise that J&K would make the transition from union territory to full statehood without setting a deadline for that change. He also made it clear that Ladakh's separation from what once was a kingdom of disparate regions would be permanent. The Prime Minister held out carrots aplenty, juicy ones, better salaries and service conditions for civil servants and J&K policemen, an immediate flurry of jobs as the government moved to fill all vacancies, new scholarships and educational opportunities, new rights as full-fledged citizens of India and new jobs that Indian enterprises, state-owned and private would create. If a leader holds out a carrot, a stick cannot but be part of the package. But if the Prime Minister wielded one, it was not on display. He did not refer to separatism and terror but implicitly treated them as nothing more than bumps along the road to normalization and return to statehood. The detailed list of benefits and legal entitlements that the people of Jammu and Kashmir now stand to gain, governed as they would be by the constitution and legal system of India, is likely to have the desired impact of shifting the spotlight on the benefits of the political change from the costs that have been most obvious. The Prime Minister did well to announce relaxation as early as next Monday, when Eid would be celebrated, on the lockdown in place in the state. His call to the rest of India to join rebuilding the state should rein in lurking temptation to target Kashmiris outside Kashmir. Now, answer the following questions. First, what was the effect of the most striking feature of Prime Minister's address to the nation regarding the decision to scrap Article 370 and 35A? The effect of Prime Minister's address was Jammu and Kashmir will be a separate union territories and Ladakh will forever be a union territory from now on. Question number B. If a leader holds out a carrot, a stick cannot be a part of the package. What is the carrot and stick policy? The carrot and stick policy is when somebody is showing you a carrot to please you or giving you something to please, but in another way he is trying to harm you. Question number C. Which of the following can be inferred from the package? First, benefits given to the J&K residents have stolen the limelight from the cost. Second, India is no longer under any threat from Pakistani terrorists. Number third, there was a lockdown in Jammu and Kashmir. The answer is D, only first and third. All of us are social beings. We depend on each other for our needs. Also, when people of different groups live together, there are chances of getting into conflict, and to settle those conflicts, we need an organization. This job is done by the government. A government is the decision-making body in the country. It makes laws, enforces them and ensures order in the society. Government is a group of people with the power to make, implement and interpret laws so as to ensure an orderly life. It is responsible for administering and managing the affairs of the nation. गवर्नमेंट एक ऐसी बॉडी होती है जो लॉज बनाती है, जो लॉज को बदल भी सकती है ताकि हम लोग एक ऑर्डरली लाइफ जी सके. फैक्ट फाइल. The powers and functions of a government differ from one country to another. Functions of government. The main functions of the government are as follows: to maintain law and order, to develop infrastructure, to provide health care and sanitation facilities, to provide schools, postal and railway services, to control the price of commodities, to protect the boundaries of the country, to maintain peaceful relation with other countries, to make plans for the development, to help people during natural disasters, to settle disputes of the people, work for overall welfare of the people. Now let's look at the organs of the government. The government has three organs: executive, legislative and judiciary. Since the main function of the government is to maintain law and order, laws have to be made. These laws are made by legislature. The legislature introduces and passes laws. The executive ensures that these laws are implemented. The judiciary makes sure that these laws are not misinterpreted either by the legislature or by the executive. The judiciary provides justice to the people. तो जो गवर्नमेंट के तीन ऑर्गन होते हैं उसमें से लेजिस्लेचर का काम होता है लॉज बनाना, एग्जीक्यूटिव का काम होता है कि वो लॉज ठीक तरीके से पूरे देश में इम्प्लीमेंट हो, और जुडिशरी का काम होता है कि कोई भी इन लॉज का गलत मतलब ना निकाले, ना ही गवर्नमेंट और ना ही कोई इंसान. The laws are made by the government in a manner depending on the type of government in the country. There are various types of government prevailing in the world. These are as follows. अलग अलग तरह की गवर्नमेंट हो सकती है, डिपेंड करता है कंट्री पर. उनमें से कुछ गवर्नमेंट ये है. फर्स्ट, डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट. A democratic government is any system of government where people have a right to choose their representatives. Abraham Lincoln defined the democracy as a government by the people, for the people and of the people. People elect their representatives through the system of secret ballot based on the principle of universal adult franchise, UAF. In UAF, all adult citizens of a country are entitled to vote without any discrimination on the basis of caste, color, creed, religion, place of birth, gender, etc. However, women all over the world had to wage a long struggle before they got the right to vote. In India, however, women got the right to vote immediately after independence. America, India, Britain are some big democratic countries. Democratic government वो गवर्नमेंट होती है जहां पर कोई भी गवर्नमेंट वहां के सिटीजन्स के द्वारा ही चुनी जाती है. अब्राहम लिंकन ने डेमोक्रेसी को कहा है फॉर द पीपल, यानी लोगों के लिए, बाय द पीपल, लोगों के द्वारा, एंड ऑफ द पीपल, लोगों की. सो डेमोक्रेसी वो सरकार है या वो गवर्नमेंट है जो लोगों से ही चलती है. डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट की फॉर्म्स. डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट के कुछ अलग अलग फॉर्म होते हैं, जैसे कि फर्स्ट, पार्लियामेंट्री. द एग्जीक्यूटिव इन द पार्लियामेंट्री फॉर्म इज बेस्ड ऑन द सपोर्ट ऑफ द मेजॉरिटी पार्टी in the legislature. The political party or coalition in power must have a majority in legislature. Lower or popular house. The prime minister and the cabinet in India and Great Britain are good examples of parliamentary form of government. Parliamentary form of government वो होती है जो पार्लियामेंट से चुनी जाती है, जहां पर लोअर हाउस एंड अपर हाउस होते हैं, और लोअर हाउस में जिसकी मेजॉरिटी होती है वही अपनी गवर्नमेंट बनाता है. In the loop. Post independence, the Constitution of Free India granted the principle of universal adult franchise and the right to participate in the process of election or contest in it to all its citizens. Presidential government. Presidential form of government is based on separation of power. In this, legislature and executive are separate from each other. The real power is in the hands of an elected president who is not the member of parliament and is neither accountable to it. Sudan and United States of America are the example of this type of government. This is the image of US President Joe Biden. Presidential government वो government होती है जहां पर executive और legislature एक दूसरे से बिल्कुल अलग होते हैं और एक दूसरे की तरफ accountable नहीं होते. तो वहां पर हेड ऑफ द स्टेट प्रेसिडेंट होता है और सारे डिसीजंस एग्जीक्यूटिव के प्रेसिडेंट ही लेते हैं। कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोनार्की, इन सच अ सिस्टम ऑफ गवर्नमेंट द किंग reigns but does not rule. The king is a titular or constitutional head. The real power is enjoyed by democratically elected government represented by cabinet headed by the prime minister. Japan and Bhutan are examples of such countries. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोनार्की वो गवर्नमेंट होती है जहां आज भी राजा है बट वो लोगों पर अपना राज नहीं चलाता। दैट मीन्स वो नाम के लिए अभी भी उस देश के हेड है पर एक्चुअल रूल डेमोक्रेटिकली इलेक्टेड गवर्नमेंट ही चलाती है। ऑथोरिटेरियन गवर्नमेंट, द वर्ड ऑथोरिटेरियन मीन्स एब्सोल्यूट ओबीडियंस टू अथॉरिटी। Thus, an authoritarian government places restrictions on the activities of individuals and groups. In this, a small group of people or a strong political party controls all the decision making in the government. Authoritarian government वो होती है जहां पर absolute control होता है गवर्नमेंट का। That means हमें यानी कि वहां के सिटीजन्स को अथॉरिटी यानी कि गवर्नमेंट की बात माननी ही पड़ेगी। ऑथोरिटेरियन गवर्नमेंट के कुछ टाइप्स होते हैं। फर्स्ट लेट्स सी द इन द लूप। ऑर्गन्स ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी, लेजिस्लेचर, organ of government that makes laws. Executive, organ of government that frames policies and implement laws. Judiciary, organ of government which examines laws being obeyed or not. It provides justice to the people in the light of existing laws. Now let's look at monarchy. In this system of government, powers are concentrated in the hands of a king or queen. Monarch or the king enjoys all the powers. Saudi Arabia and UAE have such types of government. मोनार्की वो गवर्नमेंट होती है जहां पर आज भी राजा या रानी का राज चलता है। दैट मीन्स सारी पावर राजा या रानी के हाथ में होती है। सऊदी अरेबिया एंड यूएई उसके अच्छे एग्जाम्पल्स हैं। मिलिट्री और एलीट बेस्ड, in this system of government a military leader or a group of elites called the junta dictate the terms and hold power. Enforcement of laws is based on force. Pakistan earlier and Myanmar have this type of government. मिलिट्री बेस्ड या फिर एलीट गवर्नमेंट वो होती है जहां पर या तो कोई मिलिट्री लीडर या फिर कुछ ग्रुप एलीट्स का या जिसको जुंता कहते हैं वो अपना पावर होल्ड करते हैं और वही चाहते हैं वही होता है किसी भी देश में। ऐसी गवर्नमेंट पहले पाकिस्तान में थी और राइट नाउ म्यांमार में है। डिक्टेटरशिप, political authority is monopolized by single person or group of people and exercised through various oppressive methods. In dictatorship, there is no freedom and people cannot express their opinion as they like. Quite often, as a way to secure their power and have more control, dictators withdraw certain rights from people. Example of countries that faced dictatorship are Germany and Italy in 1940s. Dictatorship वो गवर्नमेंट होती है जहां पर या तो एक इंसान या ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल सिर्फ अपनी ही चलाते हैं। ऐसी गवर्नमेंट्स में वो लोगों से उनके राइट्स भी छीनते हैं ताकि उनकी पावर बनी रहे। लेवल्स ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट, depending on the size and population of a country, the government works at different levels. This division helps to run the country smoothly and efficiently. कंट्री के साइज पर डिपेंड करता है कि गवर्नमेंट की कितने लेवल होंगे। ये लेवल्स गवर्नमेंट को हेल्प करते हैं ताकि कंट्री में हर चीज आसानी से हो सके। नेशनल लेवल, इट वर्क्स एट द नेशनल लेवल, इट इज द हाईएस्ट लेवल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट। ये नेशनल लेवल पे वर्क करती है और ये सबसे हाईएस्ट लेवल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट होती है। स्टेट लेवल, it works in an entire state. Every state has a state government. Local level, it works in villages, districts or towns. It is also known as local self-government. Our role, it is not only important to abide by the laws of the country, but it is also very important to understand the reason behind the formation of the laws that the government makes for us. Since all of us are not educated in the field of law, it is the duty of the people we elect to explain the laws, their advantages and disadvantages to us. And since we have to rely on our elected representatives, it becomes important that we choose the right people. The democratic countries like India, United States of America, United Kingdom, etc., people play an active role in the functioning of the government. People decide who will govern over them. In many countries, they had to fight for their rights. Women did not have the right to vote in many countries till the 20th century. The suffrage movement of the early 20th century was associated with the demand by women seeking the right to vote. But we have not always had the right to choose our government. For a very long period, we were under the British Raj and had to follow the rules and regulations set by the British in India. Initially, only the British had the right to make laws for India. But after struggling for many years, a few were given the right to vote. But the common person had no such right. Therefore, when India gained freedom from the British in 1947, the leaders of independent India decided to have a democratic form of government, where every person would have a say. Our country exercises universal adult franchise, where every person at the age of 8 and above has a right to vote. Our role, हमारा रोल क्या है? क्योंकि कुछ लोग गवर्नमेंट बनाकर हमारे लिए लॉज बनाते हैं एंड डिसीजन मेकिंग करते हैं, और ऐसा पॉसिबल नहीं कि नॉर्मल इंसान हर लॉ को समझ पाए, तो गवर्नमेंट की ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनती है कि वो हमें सारे लॉज समझाएं, उनके एडवांटेजेस और डिसएडवांटेजेस समझाएं। और क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट इतना इंपॉर्टेंट काम करती है, तो हमारी ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनती है कि हम किसी रिस्पॉन्सिबल इंसान को ही इलेक्ट करवाएं। बहुत सारी कंट्रीज ने बहुत टाइम तक राइट टू वोट के लिए फाइट किया, ऐसा हमेशा से नहीं था। विमेन्स को 20th सेंचुरी तक कई सारी कंट्रीज में राइट टू वोट का अधिकार नहीं मिला। हमें भी जब तक ब्रिटिश राज था राइट टू वोट का अधिकार नहीं था। बट आफ्टर गेटिंग द इंडिपेंडेंस, हमारे लीडर्स ने, हमारे फ्रीडम फाइटर्स ने ये पूरी कोशिश की कि इंडिया में हर एक इंसान के पास राइट टू वोट हो। इसीलिए हमारे पास यूनिवर्सल एडल्ट फ्रेंचाइज है, मतलब हर कोई इंसान 18 साल से ऊपर का वोट दे सकता है। वैल्यू एंड लाइफ स्किल्स। गांधी जी strongly believe that every adult in India should be given the right to vote. However, a few people don't share his views. They feel that illiterate people who are mainly poor should not be given the right to vote. What do you think? Do you think this would be a form of discrimination? Give 5 points to support your view and share these with the class. Recapitulation. Government is a group of people with the power to make, implement and interpret laws so as they ensure orderly life. The important functions of the government are to make laws, enforce them and look after the welfare of the people. Government has 3 organs: executive, legislature and judiciary. In a democracy, there is active participation by the people in the government. People decide who will govern them. Thank you class. Let's meet in the next chapter.